everyone, Morgan here. So today I'm going to talk about and give some ideas about how to make a nice holiday meal from non-perishable items. So it's not only canned foods, but it's just some non-perishable items. So first of all, we have our canned cooked ham. Now, of course, you could do Spam or you could do some canned turkey. I've seen all this stuff, but this is it's just like canned ham like this. So you kind of get like the cutting, right? You get like the cutting sense of that it's a ham that was fresh or kind of thing. But actually these cooked hams are really, really good. These canned cooked hams. And it is just like a solid thing. Of course, with Spam, you guys saw my husband once carve it into a turkey to look like this. You could probably do the same with this too, but this is like a canned cooked ham that's really good. You could also spice this up a little, put a little honey on it, put it in the broiler in your oven for a minute. Man, you could really spice this thing up. Okay, so of course, stovetop, there's really not much more to do with this, but obviously you can make your own, stuffing mix, but this is just a nice, simple, quick thing to have. We've had this around forever for whatever meal, not just, holiday meals, but stuffing is a great thing to have around. And then for like a side, you could have corn muffin, or of course you could have like the canned breads that are in the fridge. You could also do freezer bread. And of course you could always make bread from scratch if you wanted to, right? But there's also these box breads that you can have, cornbread, and then other, muffin mixes and things like that. So lots of options for that bread side. Of course, you could always get the Hawaiian rolls and then just freeze those for later, right? Okay, so we have some sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are just a staple in most households, right? But this is really good, just like straight out of the can. Of course, you could always can your own yams if you so chose. You could also can your own ham if you so chose, right? All right, so green beans. Green beans are a staple. There's so many different ways to do it. What we do is we take green beans and then I take bacon or bacon bits and I'll mix it all together. Like I'll simmer it together with some onion powder. It is delicious. You could also do a simple green bean casserole. Just get some cream of mushroom soup with some green beans and then those little fried onions on top. I'm getting real hungry thinking of this. Look, it even has the instructions for green bean casserole on the back of the can. And it does say to use milk, but you could use powdered milk, right? That's what I use fresh milk, but you could definitely do powdered milk. So lots of stuff you could do with green beans. And then the last one here is going to be these sliced canned potatoes. What you could do with this is you could do a mashed potato. Well, you could do a couple things. With these sliced potatoes, you could do a scalloped potato type of thing. Just put it in there with some cheese and a little bit of milk and make it some real delicious scalloped potatoes. You could also kind of like bake them. You could put them down on a sheet pan, put some spices on them, a little bit of oil, and you could bake them like that. What you could also do is put them in a blender or a KitchenAid or whatever, and then make them into mashed potatoes. So lots of things you could do with this. The whole point of talking about this is to open your mind and get creative. And the last thing that we want to think about is, like a dessert. I think a dessert kind of goes hand in hand, with a holiday meal. Pies usually come to mind, but a lot of people do cookies. Make your cookies from scratch. Honestly, do it. It's so easy. Now the pies, you can buy a canned pie filling here. You can also make your own and can your own pie filling. Of course. You could get the canned pie filling as well as refrigerated or freezer pie crust. You could also make your pie crust and then you just have your pie right there. Those pie fillings are it. It's just the pie filling and pie crust and you're done. You could also make mac and cheese. You could get like the boxed mac and cheese. There's just so many creative things that we can do. And, it doesn't even have to look like this. It doesn't have to look like a, traditional holiday meal. It can look whatever you want it to look like. But I just wanted to show you some ideas and get creative with this stuff. What are you going to eat? What does your family eat? And of course, in addition to this, you could always, not in addition to, but instead of this, You could just buy your frozen turkey or frozen ham and just keep them in the freezer, right? Buy them long before the holidays. That's why this is coming out now, to get you guys kind of thinking and prepared. But holiday meals do not have to be fancy. They don't have to be fresh. They don't have to be anything too wild and crazy. You want to make everything from complete scratch? You do you, boo. You want some help with some canned goods? You do that too. You want to make just the biscuits, right, from scratch, and then get the canned ham, or the canned ham or the frozen ham or whatever. Do that too. You do you, right? You want to go and hunt for your food? Man, that's like the ultimate Thanksgiving right there. Hunting for your own turkey or hunting for your own deer and then eating it right there on the holiday. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I'm getting really hungry talking about all this. And remember, of course, the holidays isn't just about food and stuff. It is about our loved ones, spending it with them. And even if we can't, remembering them and remembering the precious times that we have with them, as well as being grateful for every single thing that we have for our life, no matter how little or how much. Being so grateful for everything. And in saying that, I do want to give a quick shout out to all of you, that I'm so grateful for all of you. You are just the most amazing community I could ever hope for. And don't ever hesitate to reach out to me at any time for any reason. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.